I'm happy to sit and pose with my bass, but I'm not going to pretend to be a real
What I was
bassist.
hoping
Yeah,
to
no,
do is
it's just
to
a prop.
Usually.
It's been a big morning.
Yeah.
I've just been, I'm going to talk about the fact that I've been in the Human Library event, even though this is not about that, but it's all about me sharing my story, and it's been really intense and quite lovely as an experience to have people really try to understand a thing that I'm trying to understand. And it's cool to find people who care, which is good. So yeah, I could start the story by saying I'm Sean, I'm 58 years old, and I was diagnosed with ADHD in June, I think it was, but suspected quite strongly that it was going on from about April, around that time, early April. The diagnosis journey is complicated and really quite hard and quite expensive and difficult to get access to, and has a whole bunch of emotional issues that come with it. But I've got to the point now where I'm properly diagnosed and medicated, and it's amazing. It is absolutely life-transformingly wonderful for me, and it brings me a sense of capability. It makes me understand that the things that formerly were actually quite difficult, but I didn't even know they were that difficult, are just easy without the kind of effort I had to do. I'm not wrestling my own head to get things done. It's also made the inside of my head really quiet, which is amazing. I don't need to have a double espresso at 10:30 p.m. to sleep, and it's really helped a lot with fundamentally emotional regulation, which is the point I think I was making to you earlier on, that people see ADHD through this diagnostic lens of the inattention and hyperactivity, the squirrels and the bouncy 5-year-old boys, and that's kind of the objective things that we measure. And on those scales, I score 9 out of 9 for both, and so I've got all the ADHD. But it's actually, those are not the things that cause the most impact in my life. It's more the emotional regulation piece that is it's like the story of the elephant and the blind men. I think if you heard that story where there's a whole bunch of blind men standing around an elephant, and somebody grabs the tail and says, oh, it's a snake, and somebody touches the side of the elephant and says, oh, it's a wall, and somebody touches the leg and says a tree trunk, but actually it's an elephant. And we look at ADHD through this pathological lens, but actually it's a different thing. It's just that's what the meter on the outside of the machine is. It's not what the actual machine is. And understanding what everyone's ADHD is and what it means for them and how they drive it, how to be the human they are, is the important thing to get to. I have a double bass in my hands, and I play double bass badly for the Northern Sinfonia and for a number of other music groups in Whangarei. Whangarei has an amazing music scene. Northern Sinfonia, fortunately, is a no audition orchestra, because I think if it was an audition orchestra, I wouldn't make it in. I've only been playing for about 18 months, 2 years, and by no means am I any good, but there is a feeling of being in an orchestra particularly, and listening to what everyone's doing, as well as the technical issue of reading the music and learning the new skills, that ability to drive something that feeds my interest-based nervous system, it's really engaging and amazing for me. And I look back a year ago, there's things I couldn't play at all, and I'm now playing them kind of comfortably, and there's still plenty of stuff I can't play. I'll never be good, but I'll be Sean good, and I'm totally happy with that. And the community, the music community around the orchestra, around Whangarei youth music, are just amazingly lovely, caring people who are kind and encouraging of me, right? When I've gone off to practice and I've had a really shit time and I'm playing badly, they don't say, that was terrible and you really shouldn't do it, and they'll more often come to me and say, hey, you played really well tonight, or something like that. And for the last concert, I think the concert we did in May, it might have been, I felt like I could do the rehearsals, but I wasn't good enough to play on the concert. And more than one person came up to me and said, you'll be fine, just come, turn up and be there. And it's an amazing experience performing. I love it too. And it's just like being in the group and listening, particularly with the bass. It's very resonant and kind of carries underneath what the music's doing, and learning the timing and things. I love it. It's so good. It's very important to me.